Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you're here for the first time, trust me, you're not here by mistake. Okay, my content is mostly fragrance review videos, lifestyle videos, fashion videos, and much more. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, please do that. Take that extra initiative and click the red subscribe button and join this family. I'd appreciate that a lot. And to my returning subscribers, thank you very much for coming back. You are appreciated. I appreciate you patronizing this channel, always. Today I have a fragrance review video for you. I'm going to show you, this is what I'm going to be talking about. Yes, I Am by Cacharel. But before I get into that, I'm going to show you my fragrance of the day. This is my fragrance of the day. This is Guerlain's Mon Guerlain, okay, in respect of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which happens to be in October. It's coming to a close. I've tried to put the word out there. I hope you've done your part. Okay, I chose this one because it does have a pink, like a deep pink neck there, all right? So that's that. Now, I'm going to go straight into the review of the day. This is Yes, I Am, my Cacharel. I'm going to spray it. I'm going to spray it here, okay? Let me spray. I'm trying to see where is, okay, I'm going to spray it here, right? I'm going to spray it there. This is, let me show you. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. You see, it just went right there. Okay, I'm going to spray there again. The problem I have with this particular bottle is I think they went too low, okay? I think they went too low on the sprayer there. I think they should have put the sprayer, if you can see that. I think they should have put it like somewhere in the middle there. I think it's too low. So it just tends to just, I don't know, and it's just located wrongly, okay? So anyway, I like the bottle, okay? It looks like a lipstick, and it's dark, as you can see. It's a pretty bottle. This was actually one of the driving factors behind me purchasing this bottle, okay? So, but anyway, we're not here for that. Let me go straight into the review now that the fragrance has set down, okay? The top of this fragrance is gonna be some raspberry, some mandarin orange, some lemon, and some bergamot. Okay, and then in the heart there's some gardenia there, some ginger flower. It's got some amber, some jasmine, and some rose. And then the base is milky. Okay, there's some milk there, there's caramel. It's got some vanilla, some cardamom. Vanilla can be creamy as well. So the base is, there's a lot of creaminess happening there. Okay, it's got some licorice, it's got some coumarin, some benzoin, and some amberwood, and a bit of some sandalwood there, adding a little bit of some woodiness to it. So this is going to be like your sweet, fruity, warm, spicy, lactonic, composition. This is going to be like, sweet, okay, but like it's going to be like a fruit bomb. And for those who want to know, this is a 2018 composition. There's been a lot of flankers that have come after this, but this is the one I own. This is a 2018 composition, okay? So what you get in the opening, okay, is it's got like a distinct raspberry smell there that's mixed with some citruses. But if you miss the citruses, okay, that is because of the bergamot, because the bergamot comes in almost immediately to mix with these citruses, and then it puts in like a slight floral. It takes it into like a slight, just a little, like a slight floral direction with like a spicy edge, okay? So you will start to feel that bit of some spiciness from the bergamot coming in there, okay? The spiciness in here is really fizzy. So it's got like a fizzy thing going on there. I think maybe because of the ginger flower. Okay, it's got like a fizz thing going on there. And there is obviously the warmth of the amber there, okay? There is gardenia, like I said, in here, but the gardenia comes in there with the jasmine, but the gardenia comes in, but is almost like toned down. It's actually overshadowed by this jasmine. So it's almost non-existent, but it is there, okay? What you get the most is the rose and this raspberry. It's a combo of the rose and the raspberry. Whether or not you'll be able to distinguish which is which will now, be entirely up to your nose palette. But you will get definitely a lot of rose and then a lot of some raspberry. That is the mix that you should expect here. Now, the best of this fragrance starts to happen in the 1 hour mark, all right? It takes a while to really sit down and for you to start to enjoy it, okay? In the 1 hour mark, you start to feel this creaminess, the smoothness that comes in because of this milkiness. Like I did say in the beginning, it's a lactonic fragrance, okay? It will also have like a syrupy caramel wrapped around there. This you get in the mid, like I said, in the, like in the hour, okay? The milk, rose, raspberry, mix is really stunning in here. It's done perfectly. I like the way it's done perfectly. And then the licorice also comes in there. So there's going to be like a sharpness going on there. That is because of when the licorice starts to make its statement. Okay. And this licorice edge that comes in there gives it like a really flirtatious turn. This is like a funky, flirtatious, girly, playful kind of fragrance, okay? But it's not childish in any way. But it's one of those fragrances that I can definitely purchase for a young person. I think a lot of young people will be drawn to this, not only because of the bottle, but because of the contents as well. This is like a really playful, it's not a serious fragrance. That's basically what I'm trying to say. It's thick, but it's not serious, okay? The milkiness in this is really realistic. You almost feel it, okay? It actually gives it like a gourmandish feel. It's really realistic, okay? Yeah, and I think it's also given this really, it gets this thickness and the depth from the coumarin because there's coumarin added into the mix. It maintains this sweetness all through and the rose all through, in case you're wondering, the journey of this fragrance, how it goes. It's got that rose that is going to go all through. It's dedicated. It doesn't go away, as well as this raspberry. You carry it from the, almost like from the beginning to the end of this fragrance. That's what you get. There's going to be some powderiness there. There's a little bit of some spiciness in the woods, because I did say that there was some sandalwood there and there was some amberwood there, in the base of the fragrance. But the wood and the sandalwood do not turn this, the sandalwood does not turn this into a woodsy fragrance. It just maintains this like spiciness. So there's going to be like a slight kick of spiciness going on there. It's definitely a crowd pleaser. It's one that you can gift this one easily to anybody, not because of the bottle, but because it's one of those, like generic scents. That's the con for it. That is the problem with it. If you don't appreciate it for the milkiness, or if you lose this milkiness, you might find yourself just, stuck up on, oh, really? Because it does share that, that generic DNA that you get with most of these other popular fragrances like Black Opium, like Jimmy Choo Fever, Signorina Misteriosa, Bon Bon, those kind of fragrances. It's got like that genericness to it. So unfortunately, it falls flat in terms of becoming unique, unless, especially if you're new, if you're into collecting, pardon me for that. If you're new, you might find it a lot unique, because if you're new into buying fragrances and whatever, this is one that, I see as signature scent worthy and somebody going totally crazy over it because it is beautiful. But if you've used a lot of fragrances to a point where you've come across the Black Opium, you've used it, you're done with it, and then you come across this, you're like, oh, really? Okay. That is where it just falls flat. But if you are into fragrances like myself, you can single it out because of that milkiness, that lactonicness in it. That is what is different about this fragrance. That is where I think they got it. I think that is the direction that Cacharel really, nailed it, as opposed to the other ones. Although, yes, there is going to be that generic DNA where you get like a ton of fruitiness, an overdose of juiciness, some sweetness in there. There's going to be some plasticiness in there. And it's going to feel like you've used it before, especially if you've used all these other fragrances. However, if you can appreciate it for one thing, it's definitely that, milkness in it, that, creaminess that comes through the caramel, the work it does. The umbrella also adds on to that creaminess. So it becomes like a smooth, creamy fragrance with like a musky, powdery dry down. And the lasting power is also not bad. I get about a good 7 hours on this fragrance. It's really not bad. I bought it because next question might be, why did you buy it? I bought it obviously because of this review. And I bought it as well for, the prettiness. I like pretty bottles on my dresser. So, I kept on looking at this and thinking, no, I'm not going to do it, because I had tested this. This was not a blind buy for me. So I'd come to it, add it onto the cart, remove it in the cart, edit, remove it, and then I just thought, I'm going to pull the trigger, but I'm going to pull it on the 30 ml. The only reason why I'd take it off the cart was because of, this lack of originality. It's not really one of those original ones. However, Cacharel has got like a couple of flankers now. Of this particular one, they've got a couple of flankers. I've seen an interesting one, the special edition. I've seen one with a pink top and all. What I'm going to do if ever I need to, or I get tempted to buy any of the other ones, is I'd have to test them first, because my concern is the genericness in them, the fact that there is the genericness in this particular one, pardon me, not in them. So I'm going to go slow on the other ones and see, because I don't want to be adding fragrances that are going to remind me of something that I've already used. Viva La Juicy I've already used, kind of smells like this one. Black Opium kind of smells like this one. So that is the only problem. However, if you wanted to try it for the first time and you haven't used a lot of fragrances, this is going to be really unique. It's got that milkiness that wraps you in. It's a comfort scent as well. I find I can go to this one anytime, any day. Really sweet, really pretty, absolutely feminine. Because of just how it looks. So yeah, definitely this is what I had to say about Yes I Am by Cacharel. I hope you found this video useful. If you found it helpful, please do consider subscribing or joining the family and subscribing. If you liked this video, show some love by clicking the like button. Share this video. Let's meet in the comment section. Let me know if you've used any other Cacharel. The only other one I've used was a Naze. This is my second Cacharel. Would I buy this again? Not really. I've gotten what I wanted from this bottle. I personally wouldn't buy it again, but it is a beautiful scent, so I'm not going to take anything away from it. If you wanted to purchase it, it is a pretty scent. It's got like a decent longevity, and yeah, generally it also looks good. So yeah, that is what I had to say. Turn on post notifications as well so that you're notified anytime I upload a video. Let's meet in the next one. And remember, guys, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.